A perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Center Parc Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Georgia Southern Eagles offense will have the football first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and block out all the noise.
The Eagles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. To the air, it's Bryant. Got his man all by himself. He's into the open down the middle. The 10. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Eagles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Eagles! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Georgia State Panthers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Georgia State jumps back to the line. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Panthers are rolling down the field.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Got his man quickly. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Stanley. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
A loss of 11.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical 3rd down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Going to the running game. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Caught in the backfield. It's Gary. Turning it on. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
The Eagles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Scanning the field, it's Bryant. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Got it! How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation. Had a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. The quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Leaves it with the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Bryant. Quick strike complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Moves around to clear up the vision. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Dallas. Georgia Southern in a hurry. They'll leave it with him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. He'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner goes down. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
Then try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Corrals it at the 45. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Eagles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Quick strike through the air for the score. The Montre... always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He'll bring it out. It's Heath. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Dropping back, it's Stanley. Finds his man, it's Kelly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Buys a little extra time. On the move, he fires. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Look out, he's got room.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bryant. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Dallas. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. And he makes a completion, and they're set up and in business at the 20. Georgia Southern will snap it in the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it and still on his feet. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really just how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Caught over the middle. It's Braswell. Oh, he's got some space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Panthers! The defense putting points on the board.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? UTEP is in front. They've owned the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over Liberty. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Power football with the run. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Might as well give it to him again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Dallas. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down. And the Eagles want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Now on second down. Using his legs, it's Bradley. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You see all of this movement in football now. All the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him, but really good job. Seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. That's caught. It's Robinson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Looking to throw at Stanley. Under fire. He's going to take off. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they...
There he goes! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants to go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one's...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Georgia State. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive.
Georgia State, 24.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. On the ground with the counter. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They'll go to the ground. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it good.
Breaks into the open. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Bryant. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He'll try to take it back. He's at the touchdown, Georgia State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Rides the back on the option to give. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running behind that left side. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the right side. Find some fresh air. Turning it on. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Throws to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Bryant. Quarterback extends the play. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
They'll line up to go for 2.
Green 25.
Can't hit his man in the end zone. The 2-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the 4th.
Georgia Southern, 36. Georgia State, 31.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. To the air, it's Stanley. Here's the pressure. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Takes the handoff. It's Braswell. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to throw on 3rd. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. A 5-point game here, getting very late, and the offense will stay on the field on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Snagged out of the air. He stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big... They've got it 1st and goal.
That's how you end a football game. Nice job. You put the ball in your best player's hand. Let him go make a play. I know he runs out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. This ball game is over.
The Eagles inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagles. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking the deep shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in the 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Really nice job on the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Stanley. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? Georgia State jumps back to the line. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest